Stop for 10 seconds and look at your pantry. 3 nuts might be quietly draining your energy after 60, and 3 others can lift your heart, brain, and mood in a week. Which ones are you eating right now? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to grab, what to skip, and the tiny tweaks that turn a snack into a daily health upgrade. Quick note, this is education, not medical advice. If you manage blood pressure, diabetes, kidney stones, or take blood thinners, your doctor's plan comes first. Ready? Let's make your pantry work for you. Here's the truth about aging nobody explains well. Your engine still runs, but the fuel system changes. Digestion gets pickier, recovery slows down, salt matters more, burned oils hit harder. Even chewing and swallowing feel different on some days. That doesn't mean less joy, it means smarter joy. Nuts can be brilliant, dense nutrition in a small bite, or sneaky trouble. The difference is 5 things: fat profile, additives, digestibility, special watchouts, and real-life habits like portion and storage. Keep those in your pocket, and the picture becomes obvious. Let's start with the ones that cause the most headaches for people after 60. First up, peanuts. Plot twist. They're legumes, not tree nuts. Most store versions are roasted in cheap oils, blasted with salt or sugar, and carry a higher omega-6 load. That combo can poke at blood pressure and inflammation, especially if your diet already has seed oils. There's also the aflatoxin issue when storage is poor. Reputable brands test, but labels don't always tell the full story. If peanuts are your habit, at least go dry roasted, unsalted, small portion, and airtight cold storage. But if your go-to is honey roasted mixes or convenience bars, peanuts slide from okay to skip very fast. Number 2, cashews. Creamy, delicious, dangerously easy to overeat. For many people, they're fine in tiny amounts, but they're calorie-dense, often salted or flavored, and they contain oxalates. If you've had kidney stones or you're prone to them, that matters. Large handfuls can also feel heavy, bloating, nighttime reflux, that slow, warm discomfort that makes you regret the snack. Love cashews? Keep them as a garnish, not a snack, a small sprinkle on a salad, unsalted, lightly toasted at most. The third red flag is deceptively healthy. Brazil nuts, incredible selenium source, yes, and that's the trap. Selenium has a narrow sweet spot. 1 to 2 Brazil nuts can hit the target. 5 to 6 daily for weeks? Now you're flirting with too much. Brittle nails, hair shedding, a weird metallic taste. Think of Brazil nuts like a supplement, not a bowl snack. Count them, eat them, stop. Before the good news, 4 mistakes that make any nut worse. Deep frying or heavy pan roasting in cheap oils? No. You add oxidized fats for 0 benefit. If you want toastiness, use a tray and a light oven roast at home. No oil, just until fragrant. Sugar coatings, honey roasted, maple glazed, caramel dust, that's dessert in disguise. Heavy salt, your taste buds adapt, but your blood vessels don't love it. And storage, nuts go rancid, fast. Transfer to a glass jar, seal tight, and keep them in the fridge or freezer. Fresh nuts taste clean and sit light, stale nuts taste flat and sit heavy. Now the fun part, the green list. The 3 nuts that play nicest with bodies over 60. First, macadamias. Think of them as the olive oil of nuts, rich in monounsaturated fats, relatively low in omega-6, and gentle on digestion for many people. They're satisfyingly buttery. You don't need many. About 1 ounce, 6 to 8 nuts, is plenty. Toss them over Greek yogurt, crumble them onto mixed greens with lemon and olive oil, or keep a tiny jar in your bag for a calm, steady snack that doesn't spike or crash. Second, walnuts, the quiet heavyweight for plant-based omega-3, ALA. Your heart and brain appreciate the balance, and fresh walnuts feel clean compared to oil-roasted mixes. The trick is freshness. Rancid walnuts taste bitter and lose their upside. Buy halves, unsalted, and store cold. 7 to 10 halves is a practical serving. Stir them into oats, fold them into cottage cheese with cinnamon, or scatter them over berries and yogurt. That combo tastes like a treat, but behaves like a smart breakfast. Third, a tie I'm happy to keep. Pecans or hazelnuts. Both carry plenty of antioxidants with a high proportion of monounsaturated fats. Pecans turn roasted vegetables into something restaurant level in 10 seconds. Hazelnuts love tomatoes and basil. 1 ounce, unsalted, lightly toasted if you like, stored cold. The flavor is luxurious enough that small portions feel satisfying. If you're on blood pressure meds, make unsalted your default. Full stop. Over a month, that one choice cuts a surprising amount of sodium. If reflux nags you at night, move your nuts earlier in the day and chew well. If chewing is uncomfortable, use nut butters, but read the label like a detective. You want one ingredient, the nut. No palm oil, no sugar, no spread. A tablespoon of walnut or macadamia butter on apple slices is simple, low work, and deeply satisfying. Kidney stone history changes the map. High oxalate nuts like almonds and cashews move to rare, while macadamias, pecans, and hazelnuts step forward. Hydration becomes part of the recipe. Don't stack dry snacks onto a dry day and hope your kidneys applaud. Spread portions, drink water, and consider grinding nuts coarsely to reduce any swallowing worries. Worried about weight? Nuts are energy-dense. They're also incredibly satiating when you pair them with fiber and protein. The people who get into trouble are the ones nibbling from a family-sized bowl during TV time. Solve it with pre-portioning. Tiny jars. 1 ounce. Pair with a salad, with yogurt, or with fruit high in fiber. Make the decision when you're calm, not when you're hungry. That single habit turns a 400-calorie drift into a 150-calorie win. Let me give you 2 dead simple weekly templates. Template 1, Balance Builder. 2 days macadamias, 2 days walnuts, 2 days pecans or hazelnuts, and 1 seed day, chia or ground flax stirred into yogurt. 1 ounce each day. Template 2, Cut and cruise for trimming calories. 1/2 ounce daily, always paired with fiber. A green salad at lunch, vegetable soup at dinner, or berries in the afternoon. Same crunch, fewer calories, still satisfying. Quickfire FAQs I get every time. Are almonds good? For many, yes, unsalted, fresh, and in reasonable portions. But if you've had calcium oxalate stones, rotate toward macadamias or pecans more often. Are mixed nuts okay? Only if you build the mix or read the label order. If peanuts and cheap oil lead the list, it's a budget blend, not a health blend. Is honey roasted really that bad? If your goals include stable blood sugar and blood pressure, yes, it's candy with a health halo. Better to buy plain and add cinnamon at home. Quality is a quiet superpower here. Fresh, cold-stored nuts taste amazing and digest gently. Stale nuts don't. When you open a bag, move it to a glass jar, lid tight, and park it in the fridge. Keep only a week's worth at room temperature. If you always snack while cooking, pre-portion a tablespoon into a tiny ramekin. That turns mindless nibbling into measured treat without willpower gymnastics. Let's zoom out. Research keeps pointing to the same idea. In a lifestyle that includes basic movement, decent sleep, and fewer ultra-processed foods, a small daily portion of the right nuts supports heart health, brain function, and satiety. This isn't a miracle. It's a lever, a little effort, steady payoff. Exactly what you want after 60. Not detoxes or extremes, just better defaults that compound. Tonight, do a 10-second audit. Anything sugar-glazed? Move it out of daily rotation. Big tubs of party mixes with peanuts, cheap oil, and salt in the first 3 ingredients. That's an occasional treat. If you keep Brazil nuts, count 14 and freeze the rest. Now you've got 2 weeks of precise selenium. Fill a small jar with 1 ounce of macadamias, label it Tuesday, and put it in the fridge. That's your automatic win waiting for you. Tomorrow morning, add walnut halves to your oats or yogurt. At lunch, toss pecans onto a salad with lemon and olive oil. In the afternoon, reach for your pre-portioned macadamias with water or tea. If 9 p.m. calls your name, brush your teeth. That minty reset kills the just one more handful loop and protects your enamel. Tiny, boring, powerful moves. That's the game. Mindset matters. Food culture online is loud and tribal. You don't need perfect, you need better. If you ate the honey-roasted office mix today, enjoy it and return to your plan at the next meal. Health is the average of your choices, not the memory of your exceptions. That calm view keeps you consistent. Clear summary, then one twist. Steer away from peanuts in salty or sugary mixes, cashews in casual handfuls, and Brazil nuts beyond 1 to 2 a day. Build your habit on macadamias, walnuts, and pecans or hazelnuts. Unsalted, lightly toasted at most, fresh, cold stored, and paired with fiber or protein. You'll feel steadier energy and less snack chaos within days. And here's the part nobody expects. The most dangerous nut after 60 isn't a nut at all. It's the handful you eat on autopilot. Close the bag, portion the jar, and check your pantry right now. The one your hand reaches for without thinking? Drop it.